Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2023 was announced in October. We would like to talk about how to enjoy reading a scientific paper that led to the Nobel Prize. Using this approach, we will be able to learn how to read the paper in a field that we are unfamiliar with. Hi everyone, welcome to the Foundational Skills in Life Sciences podcast. We discuss the skills that the life science scholars learn, use, and improve throughout the professional activities. Your benefit is expressed in my motto, learn the skills, enjoy academic life. I'm your host, Dr. Synaptologica. Synaptologica, or synaptology, is a study of synapses where a communication occurs between nerve cells. I'm a neuroscientist and a professor at a university in the United States. In this mini-series on reading, we are going to read an important paper that we call a milestone article. It is a paper written by Nobel Laureates, and it led to the Nobel Prize this year. The last episode was episode 9, which was part 3. There, we talked about the first group of steps. They are useful for setting up the stage and preparing for reading the milestone article. By this group of steps, we would obtain the basic background information necessary to understand the content of the milestone article. They were: Step 1, visit the official website of the Nobel Prize. Step 2, find a YouTube video on the Nobel Prize website. And Step 3, watch the YouTube video. If you have not listened to it, please enjoy it. Today, we will talk about the second group of steps. They are for identifying the milestone article of 2023 laureates and for finding the website of the article. They are: Step 4, find press release on the Nobel Prize website. Step 5, identify the milestone articles in the press release. And Step 6, locate the milestone article online. Step 4, find press release on the Nobel Prize website. We want to find the section called Press Release on the Nobel Prize website. It is a web page, and it also has a PDF file of the same content available from the web page. From this information, we will learn the milestone articles of the laureates. There are 2 methods to find press release. Step 4, the first method. The first method is to use the direct link that I will show on my website. In fact, I will show you all the related links there. If the website is up and running by the time you listen to this episode, you will find the links and some more information there. Please go to synaptologica.com/10. If you want to know it by hearing, I would read it for you now. It is nobelprize.org/prizes/2023/press-release. It is long. Go to my website or use the second method. Step 4, the second method. The second method is to navigate in the Nobel Prize website and find it yourself. It is easy. The press release section is immediately below the prize announcement section, where the YouTube video of the announcement was embedded. We watched this video in Step 3. I will walk you through here. I will repeat the Step 2 instructions because in Step 2, you could have reached the video directly from my website or directly from the YouTube website. Also, it is possible that you have forgotten how to navigate the Nobel Prize website. First, please go to the homepage of the Nobel Prize website, which is nobelprize.org. At the top of the webpage, you will find several tabs. Hover your mouse over the leftmost tab that says Nobel Prizes and Laureates. A pull-down menu will appear. Choose the top entry of the menu that says All Nobel Prizes. Then a new web page appears. It shows us the list of all the Nobel Prizes since 1901 through 2023. The list is in reverse chronological order, so you will find the 2023 Nobel Prizes near the top. Click the link that says the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2023. A new web page appears. Scroll down. you will find the prize announcement section, and then below it, you will find the press release section. I have 3 comments here. Comment 1 for Step 4. As I mentioned in Episode 9, the press release shows a brief introduction to the laureate's work. The content is very similar to the content of the presentation in the YouTube announcement video. If you do not have much time, you may skip reading the main text of press release. It is okay not to read it because I think most of the background information we want is covered better by the presentation part of the video. And we watched the video in Step 3. But you will not want to miss one thing in the press release. This is the most important piece of information today, as I'm going to tell you in the next step. Comment 2 for Step 4. Let's talk a little more about the content of the press release. It starts with the announcement, quote, October 2nd, 2023, the Nobel Assembly at Karolinska Institute has today decided to award the 2023 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine jointly to Katalin Karikó and Drew Weissman, close quote. It is a well-structured written article. It is concise and short. There are 4 headings. They will tell you that the story is the same as the story of the video presentation. 1. Vaccines before the pandemic. 2. Messenger RNA vaccines, a promising idea. 3. The breakthrough. And 4. Messenger RNA vaccines realized their potential. The press release and the video presentation are similar, but I noticed at least 3 differences between them. Difference 1. The press release is a written format on the web page as opposed to the video. If you prefer reading a text to watching a video, press release is a good source of information. It also posts a PDF file of the same content for you to download. Difference 2. The contents are similar, but the press release is not a verbatim transcript of the video presentation. It is shorter than the presentation in the video. It has only 2 figures, as opposed to 12 slides in the video presentation. And the 2 figures in the press release are schematic diagrams, and they did not include data panels. So, based on the differences 1 and 2, we can say that the press release will serve as a written record of only a part of the video presentation. But the third difference is the biggest one. Difference 3. The press release has a list of key publications by the laureates, whereas the video does not. I will talk about the key publications in more detail in the next step. Comment 3 for Step 4. This comment is about authorship. The diagrams in the press release were prepared by the Nobel Committee for Physiology or Medicine. This was stated clearly both on the webpage and in its corresponding PDF document. But I could not find the author names for the main text, either on the webpage or in the PDF file. I think it is reasonable to assume that the authors of the press release are the same as the 2 authors of the so-called the advanced information for this year's Nobel Prize. They are Dr. Sandberg, who presented beautifully in the announcement video, and Dr. Carlson Hiadestam, who answered questions in the video. Both are professors at the Karolinska Institute, and both are Nobel Committee members. Dr. Carlson Hiadestam is also the chair of the Nobel Committee. Why Step 4 is necessary? In Step 4, we find press release on the Nobel Prize website. We need Step 4 because we will use the information in the press release for identifying the milestone articles in the next step. Step 5. Identify the milestone articles in the press release. The press release has one critical part for our reading purpose. It is the list of key publications. In the press release section, scroll down and find the heading Key Publications near the end. It shows a list of only 3 publications this year. All of them were jointly published by the laureates. These will be our milestone articles 1, 2, and 3. I have 2 comments. Comment 1 for Step 5. For 2023, the listed papers are milestone articles 1, 2, and 3. They were published in 2005, 2008, and 2010. As I mentioned in episode 8, the 2023 laureates jointly published 34 papers by the time Nobel Prize was announced. Our milestone article 1 is their 10th paper in chronological order, milestone article 2 is their 13th paper, and milestone article 3 is their 14th paper out of 34. Comment 2 for Step 5. If you want to know more about their additional papers, or if you want to know more about the related papers by other authors in the same topic, I would recommend you visit the advanced information on the Nobel Prize website. It is in the format of a professional review paper. For 2023, it has 12 pages in a PDF file version, and it cites 92 papers written by the laureates and the others. But in terms of figures, it has only 4 figures as opposed to 12 slides in the video presentation. You can find the advanced information immediately below the heading Key Publications. The next heading is Read More About This Year's Prize. Then there's an associated hyperlink below it. It says Scientific Background. If you click the link, it will lead you to the PDF file version of the advanced information. On my website, I will also show you a direct link to the web page version of the advanced information, not the PDF file. Here, let me cite just one sentence out of the advanced information document. It is the very last sentence, and it is the most impressive one. I will paraphrase it. It says that when the laureates published their milestone article 1, it received little attention, but it saved the world 15 years later during the COVID-19 pandemic. Little impact at first and a huge impact later to the humankind is an impressive achievement. Simply said, it is cool. Why Step 5 is necessary? In episode 8, I mentioned that there is only a single-step process for knowing the milestone article or milestone articles. I also said that no judgment is necessary from you or me. Step 5 is necessary because, through Step 5, we can find the milestone articles. It shows us the press release, which lists the key publications by the laureates, and these key publications are automatically our milestone articles. Step 5 is the single-step process that I meant for knowing the milestone articles without our judgments. Step 6. Locate the milestone article online. In this step, we will find the milestone article online. Here's the easiest way. After Step 5, you are looking at the key publications in the press release section. Identify the milestone article 1. It is the paper listed as the first one among the 3 papers. It was published in 2005. Copy the full title of the milestone article 1. Go to the Google Scholar by visiting scholar.google.com. In the search box, paste the full title of the milestone article 1. In the search results page, you will see the link to the paper, most likely at the very top. Click the link, and the article webpage will appear. Enjoy! I have 3 comments. Comment 1 for Step 6. When I enter the full title of Milestone Article 1 into the search box of Google Scholar, the paper showed up as the single item result. Google Scholar wrote that it is, quote, showing the best result for this search, close quote. This message was shown at the bottom of the web page. To the right of this message, there was a link, See All Results. If you click it, the full extent of the search will be presented. The list will be very long, but our milestone article will still be at the top of the search results page. Comment 2 for Step 6. We used Google Scholar for searching this year's milestone article 1 in this step. We used it because I found it to be the easiest for searching any of this year's milestone articles 1, 2, and 3. In my daily activities, I usually use the literature database PubMed for literature search. Later in a mini-series on literature search, we will discuss what PubMed is, what Google Scholar is, how to use them, and how they are different. Common 3 for Step 6. This year's milestone articles 1, 2, and 3 are so-called open access papers. What do we mean by open access? Under this condition, we can read the online papers for free without paying the subscription fee. So this is helpful for the readers. But it is important to note that the articles are copyright protected to some extent. For example, Milestone Article 1 is under Elsevier user license. Under this condition, quote, users may access, download, copy, translate, text and data mine, but may not redistribute, display, or adapt the articles for non-commercial purposes, close quote. We are also required to cite the article appropriately and to, quote, retain copyright notices and links to these terms and conditions, close quote. I will definitely follow these rules. We will discuss the open access condition in more detail later in a mini-series on reading. Why Step 6 is necessary. In this step, we find the milestone article online. This step is necessary because without it, we cannot read the milestone article. Summary. Let's wrap up. Today's episode was part 4 of Reading mini-series. We have discussed the second group of practical steps. We identified the milestone article of 2023 laureates and found the website of the article. The steps are: Step 4, find press release on the Nobel Prize website. Step 5, identify the milestone articles in the press release. And Step 6, locate the milestone article online. We could identify and find milestone articles easily because we relied on the judgments by the Nobel Committee. We simply consulted the press release that the Nobel Committee prepared for us. Now, we are finally ready to read the milestone article, in this case, milestone article 1. This is it for today. In the next episode, we will start reading the milestone article. Your action. Please send me an email. I would like to communicate with you about your comments, suggestions, and criticisms. Constructive ones, please. My email address is ideas@synaptologica.com. Again, that's ideas@synaptologica.com. Thank you for joining me in today's episode of Foundational Skills in Life Sciences. I am Dr. Synaptologica. I am looking forward to connecting with you again. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.